The headquarters of the South African Broadcasting Corporation, based here in Johannesburg, is at the heart of a controversy surrounding the state of public broadcasting. A barrage of explosive revelations were made to the Parliamentary Ad Hoc Committee on Monday night following testimonies of a few of the SABC 8, a group of journalists determined to lift the lid of Hlaudi Motsonengs, the broadcaster's former CEO, who is accused of driving forward a political agenda in the newsroom. Parliament heard how Motsoneng was a law unto himself, who was, according to the journalists, responsible for the painful death of public service journalism, which is a cornerstone to democracy itself.
The culture of fear and censorship at the SABC is possibly one of the most threatening elements and also one of the most concerning, precisely because this is the SABC and this is the role that the SABC used to occupy. You know, it's as though it's done a complete U-turn and gone back to its apartheid roots in a very insidious and evil manner. And that, I think, is huge cause for alarm, because this is the public broadcaster. It's meant to be the place that pushes the envelope, not hides the envelope or has it shredded and then calls in the NIA to find out who was responsible to begin with. You know, those things are elements of a dictatorship, of a totalitarian state. And it was telling that in fact one of the ANC MPs last night called this an opus of totalitarianism, and I think that all of the testimony yesterday and preceding this leads us in that direction.
It's certainly the case that the events of the SABC are deeply troubling. I mean, the stuff that's now being said in Parliament in those hearings, in many ways, you know, it confirms what we've known for some time, although there is detail that I don't think anybody was aware of, that is now that is now spilling out into the public domain. And it's just quite extraordinary. I mean, it's shocking that such a state of affairs can have been allowed to develop. It seems to have been complete failure of management and of oversight of any kind of understanding of the public service role of the SABC.
Professor Franz Kruger pointed out just how surreal this round of revelations are against the history of similar political shenanigans in the past.
I mean, in terms of the particular revelations, I was most astounded to hear, and this I didn't know, is that there had been an attempt by the Gupta family of companies to, in some kind of way, take over SABC News. I mean, I thought that was breathtaking in its arrogance and its cheek. I mean, it was clearly pushed back and, you know, nothing particularly happened. But that can even be, you know, rise to the level of being discussed in a high-level meeting is just extraordinary.
The SABC is the biggest broadcaster in Africa that attracts millions of viewers. Winning this fight, according to analysts, would serve as a beacon of hope to the rest of Africa.
It's almost precisely because of the point that that other broadcasters, national broadcasters, tend to be owned by the state in Southern Africa and other parts of our continent, that we need to make sure that SABC doesn't go down that same route. You know, we've got a good model with a little bit of political will and putting the right people into positions. And fixing some of the laws, we're not that far away. You know, we've come pretty close to doing some really innovative and exciting things.
Whether this latest turn of events can be regarded as a significant turning point for the SABC, that remains to be seen. Further hearings will continue to take place. The ad hoc committee is expected to report back to the portfolio committee by February 18th, 2017. Nashina Mohammed for Joburg Today.